Got a bit of breaking news out of Florida. In the last hour, the state's governor, Ron DeSantis, signed the controversial Parental Rights in Education bill. This new law, dubbed the Don't Say Gay bill by its opponents, bans classroom instruction on sexual orientation or gender identity in the kindergarten through the third grade. The White House has denounced the law, which would also ban any instruction that is deemed not age appropriate for any primary school grade level. The law empowers parents to sue school districts for alleged violations.
On March 28th, Ron DeSantis signed the Don't Say Gay bill in Florida. This bill will prevent teachers and schools from talking about queer folks to children in grade 3 and under at risk of being sued, even if the child asks, even if the child has same-sex parents, even if the teachers themselves are gay. Make no mistake about it, this is a way to defund schools. Teachers are going to be in constant fear of saying the wrong thing or for saying the truthful thing, and having parents go after them to sue them. This will have a chilling effect on freedom of speech. What really got to me was seeing those kids proudly holding up those signs in front of the camera while their parents looked on with approval. I understand what it's like to want to get that approval from your parents. As a child, I grew up in a very conservative household. My stepfather, he wasn't a good person. Despite that, I still wanted to make him proud. I was fortunate that by the time I got to high school, he was no longer in my life. That's when I started to question my own gender. I remember wondering if this is what it meant to be a woman, that what I'm feeling, is this what women feel like? Because I didn't feel like a man, but I also didn't quite feel like a woman. And at that time, there wasn't the language of non-binary. That didn't even seem like an option. So since I present female and biologically I was assigned female, obviously I must be a girl. So I played the role. I wasn't harassed for it. I wasn't picked on for it because, I still fit in with everyone else. For the most part, I was an outsider for other reasons. And when it came down to it, no one wanted to start stuff with me because they knew I wouldn't hit like a girl. And I was, again, fortunate that with my mom, I could be open about my sexuality. I told her that my preference was for boys, but I hadn't ruled out dating girls. And turns out that was very true. If I had known back then the term non-binary, if I could have sorted that out, it would have helped me understand myself better. It would have made me feel more like who I am. And I just thought this is such a great age for kids because they'll be able to figure this out sooner. And instead of embracing it, people have become more vile with their hate, attacking us, accusing us of grooming children into being gay or worse. Mississippi gubernatorial candidate Robert Foster tweeted this out. Some of y'all still want to try and find political compromise with those that want to groom our school-aged children and pretend men are women, etc. I think they need to be lined up against the wall before a firing squad and be sent to an early judgment. Why? How does the existence of people he will never meet threaten him so much he thinks we need to be shot? Twitter has since taken down this tweet because apparently calling for the murder of people goes against their terms of service. This isn't the only time he has expressed these feelings, and yet there's not enough pushback against him to make him stop or to make it socially unacceptable to say these things. We are being threatened with being murdered, and yet they're calling us the threats. The children are watching. They see this behavior from the adults around them. And I go back to that video, seeing the children wanting to make their parents proud. And I know there's a good chance that one of them or some of the children watching that video are gay. And they don't understand it now, but there will come a time in their life when they start to question their own sexuality, when they start to question their own gender. And all they will remember is how their parents looked at them in that moment. And they won't want to disappoint their parents by telling them this. They'll remember that somehow being gay or being transgender is so bad that they had to make a law so you couldn't talk about it. They'll feel like there's no one they can turn to because they might get in trouble if they acknowledge it. They're going to think that they were born wrong or that there's something fundamentally wrong with them, when it's the people who made these bills that have something very wrong with them. LGBTQ plus children already face higher rates of attempted suicide and suicide than other children. This bill, seeing adults talk about how they should be murdered, will only make it worse. Children will die because of this. I know what it's like to have thoughts of suicide. And I know what it's like to act on those thoughts. What I felt in those moments, I don't want these kids to go through the same thing. We have to keep fighting. DeSantis, Foster, unlike them, I actually care about the well-being of children. Better futures should await the next generations. Don't stay quiet. Say it loud. I am queer. I am non-binary. And I am happy with who I am. And when it comes to people like DeSantis and Foster, I know that I'm far stronger than they could ever be. This has been Rebel HQ. I'm Sandee Lovas. Please like, subscribe, share this video. You can follow me on social media as Left of the Box. Thanks for watching, and until next time, get informed, get involved.